Hey, what's up, good people? Excuse the angle of the camera. I'm trying to keep the glare down. Hey, I am calling this. I'm sorry, I didn't know. What I'm sorry I didn't know is that a lot of you guys don't know that this platform moved all of the live videos until its own segment. It used to all be here right together, right? But if you go into this platform and you look at the tabs at the top, there's one that says lives. And so what's been happening is I've been making live videos and talking about plays before I get into them, actually before opening bell. And a lot of you guys just haven't been getting the information. And of course, you guys know I can't control that. There's nothing I can do about it. But I didn't know that a lot of you guys didn't know. A lot of you guys did know, and some of you didn't know. So, hey, I just want to say I'm sorry that you didn't know, though I didn't do anything wrong. I want to get this information out there to you guys as quick as possible when I spot a play, okay? So that's why I'm titling this, I'm sorry. So having said that, I did one yesterday live with Stocks with Josh, and I just called him and I said, hey, let's do a pop-up, right? Let's just do a pop-up. And it wasn't Technical Tuesdays, but there was a lot of meat in there, and we just discussed the overall market and just things that we felt that you guys need to know about, okay? So I wanted to say that. So make sure you go to that tab and check it out. I'm going to give you a brief, I'm just going to go to the meat of what yesterday's video is on this video, and then I'm just going to point out some of the stock that we talked about. That's what I'm going to do. Make sure that you check out the links below, especially Moo and the class Stock Up You. And for those of you that have the class, make sure that you're getting everything, because if you just go to one section and there's things that you already know, but there's some things that you will find that will add to what you already know. So make sure to take your time and go over every lesson. And like I said, we're working on adding a crypto segment to that also. So be on the lookout for that at no extra cost. The price that it is now is still the discounted price. I just want to load this thing up before we go up with the price. So make sure you download the class. And then Moo, we got a few days before this promotion is over. So those will be the top two links below. And lastly, I'm going to make a video tomorrow, and I'm just going to talk about, I'm not trying to, talk about anybody else's pages, but there's a lot of people that are having dreams and talking about you should get rich and, how God wants you to be a millionaire. And I see a lot of millionaires being made. There's a lot of those that are popping up now. Some are legit dreams, and I believe in God, as you guys know, and some of them are just clickbait, okay? But I'm going to make one, but I'm going to show you how, all right? So I may do that tomorrow. All right, good people. So right now, let's take a look at this video that we made on yesterday. I'm just going to condense it to what was important, right? Let's talk about Google, Neo, Tesla, and Mara, right? So I tell you what, Josh, you start out with Mara, and then I'm going to do Google, and then you piggyback on Google, okay? So start out with Mara, Josh.
If we do come further down to test the bottom of the range on Bitcoin to at least 28.5, if not 27, then Mara is going to come down as well. And it's, and so here's the two price points I'm going to give you.
All of them are going to come down. All of the mining companies will come down. I just want to keep that Clean Spark, HUT, you name it, they're all going to come down. Go ahead, Josh.
Absolutely. So the supports that I'm watching, and I'm going to tell you guys, we've been down this road before. I called this correctly the last time. I told everybody support the last time, and we hit them. So what's the support this time as we're in a slow bleed? $15.50 is a minimum level of support for
Big Tech is still climbing because of this bear market. I mean, this bull market. I'm going to just call it a bull market right now. But here's one of the things, Josh, that I want people to know. Most of the times when you have the Dow closing 13 consecutive days positive, it's a sign that the bull market is going to continue. But most of the times before the bull market continues, there is a what? Correction, right? There's a slight correction, and by the end of the year, the S&P actually ends up higher, right? And so this could happen with the magnificent seven, all right, big tech. And so I just want to give you a long-term perspective and a short-term perspective. Short-term perspective, there's still money to be made even in big tech.
That's wonderful. I appreciate that overview, Larry. Let me quickly comment on Tesla, Apple, and then Alphabet and Amazon. Super brief. Tesla, I want to remind you guys that the trade range is between 260, and I gave it to you guys more than 10 days ago, 260 and 290. And if we're still above 260, then I want you to remember 290 is still in play. 290 disappears if we close definitively below 260. But if we're above it, then we can absolutely move back to the top of that range. Now, I want to give you guys an update on my Apple stock play. Apple, maybe I was being too conservative. I really wanted to get in around $190. But I also gave you guys, when I covered it last, that resistance was at 194. So when we broke above that just the other day, we've now pushed into a zone where we can go all the way back up and test 199. And so that's the current play. In it right now, back up for a back test to $200. And then we've got Amazon. Amazon and Google are going to be the late to the party winners. We saw it this week with Google. Their cloud service was good. Their advertising business ticked up. Their AI was on point. And I think we're going to see a similar story with Amazon. When it dipped down to 126, I came out here and I said, I didn't come out and say bye, 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 because I didn't want to do that. That's not the way I want to roll with you guys. But I told you that I was buying, that I was getting in, and we've had a big run up, and the run up has just begun. I think that we're going to get all the way up to 140. Let me just go quickly into the chart.
I got it right there in front of you.
There you go. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to get up, I think, to the 140 range on this. We might struggle around 136, 137. We might come in just beneath 140. But I'm thinking that Amazon is going to come out with a very similar story. Now, it's a complicated trade. Amazon is way more complicated than Google because they've got so many other dynamics. They've got the strike with the United States Postal Service that's impacting them. Walmart has been actually a pretty good play. I'm actually bullish and long on Walmart. That's in my long-term portfolio because these guys are beginning to move in on Amazon's business. So they're kind of late to the party. They didn't get the online ordering going as quickly as Amazon. They let Amazon sneak in and gobble it up, but they're getting on board with it and they're going to dominate in it and they're going to take some market share away from Amazon. So you're like, Josh, are you buying or selling Amazon? I'm going to say that Amazon's going to have its move, and it's going to have that move up here going into earnings, but it's a complicated story, and so I do expect to see volatility, but I'm bullish on Amazon. I think Google worked. Amazon's going to work.
Now, since you've seen that, make sure that you keep an eye on those plays and those, Josh always talks about resistance and support, okay? We just want you guys to put these on your radar and then you trade according to what you feel. We just point you in the right direction. I don't know a better guy on analyst than stocks with Josh, and I'm going to continue to bring you guys the absolute best. I do feel better now. Buried my best friend coming up as a child on yesterday, and I got out, and then afterwards we laughed. I met this wrestler, this WWE or WWF. I'm sorry for those of you that are the huge wrestling fans. I used to be a wrestling fan back in the days of Dick the Bruiser, the High Flyers. I loved all of those guys, Hulk Hogan when he body slammed Andre the Giant. I used to be into that, all right? Just it's really cool meeting you guys. I'll post his Instagram link. Go check him out. It's good meeting you guys. I've met so many of you guys, and I absolutely love getting out and meeting you guys. And I'm going to be doing some meet and greets on my own dime and on my own time, because I love the people. I love getting right to you guys. Okay, so make sure you check out the 2 top links below. Remember, Moo, download it, get it funded, minimum of $100. Make sure you partake of the class, and let's get going. The more you learn, the more you earn. We'll see you later. Live, love, laugh, learn, and earn.